Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about child benefit. In the UK, you can get child benefit if you're responsible for bringing up a child who is one of the following: under the age of 16, under the age of 20 if they stay in improved education or training. Only one person can get child benefit for a child though, so you can't both claim it for a child if there are two parents. It's paid every 4 weeks and there's no limit to how many children you can claim for. By claiming child benefit, you can get national insurance credits which count towards your state pension, and it will also qualify your child automatically for a national insurance number when they turn 16 years old. If you choose not to get child benefit payments, you should still fill in and send off the claim form. There are several reasons for this. If you or your partner earn more than £50,000 a year, you may have to pay back some of your child benefit in tax if your or your partner's individual income is over this amount. I'll go more into detail about that later. There are two child benefit rates. The eldest or only child gets £21.80 per week, and additional children get £14.45 per child per week. Now those rates do get reviewed and altered every now and then, so just keep track of what they are and don't be surprised if you get a slight increase every now and then. You must contact the child benefit office if you're paid too much child benefit or too little, and the benefit cap may affect the total amount of benefits that you can get, including child benefit. Child benefit is usually paid every 4 weeks on a Monday or a Tuesday, but you can have the money paid weekly if you're a single parent or you're getting certain other benefits such as income support. You can get the money paid into any bank account apart from a nationwide cash builder account that has a sort code of 070030 in someone else's name. And you can only get the money paid into one account, so that must be an account in your name or a joint account. If your child is under the age of 12 and you're not working, or you do not earn enough to pay national insurance contributions, child benefit can give you national insurance credits. Now these credits count towards your state pension, so you do not have any gaps in your national insurance record. If this applies to you, it's vital to make sure that you are the claimant, not your partner, and if you're not, get that changed as soon as possible. If a family splits up, you get £21.80 a week for the eldest child. If you have two children and one stays with you and the other stays with your ex-partner, you'll both get the £21.80 a week for each child. If you both claim for the same child, only one of you will get child benefit for them. If you have other children who are entitled to child benefit, you'll get £14.45 per week for each child. At the opposite end of the spectrum, if two families join together, the oldest child in the new family will qualify for the £21.80 rate, and any other children who are eligible will get the £14.45 rate. You can get child benefit if your or your partner's individual income is over £50,000, but you may be taxed on this benefit, as I said earlier. This is known as the high income child benefit tax charge. If your partner's income is also over £50,000, but yours is higher than theirs, you're the responsible one for paying the tax charge, and you'll need to fill in a self-assessment tax return each tax year and pay what you owe. You can use the child benefit tax calculator to estimate how much tax you may have to pay. Once you earn £60,000 or over, you will lose all of the child benefit through tax. If you know that you or your partner will earn over £60,000 in a tax year, you can choose to claim the child benefit but not actually receive the payments. This means you'll still get the national insurance credit towards your state pension, which is especially important if you are not working or earning less than the national insurance threshold. You'll still be eligible for child benefit even if you choose to stop receiving it, and you can always change your mind and restart the payments at a later date. Only one person can get child benefit for a child. You normally qualify for child benefit if you're responsible for a child under the age of 16 or 20 if they stay in approved education or training, and you live in the UK. You'll usually be responsible for a child if you live with them, or you're paying at least the same amount as child benefit, or the equivalent in kind, towards looking after them, for example on food, clothes or pocket money. Eligibility rules are different if your child goes into hospital care or lives with someone else. Child benefit payments continue for 20 weeks if 16 or 17-year-olds leave education or training and register with the armed services or a government-sponsored careers service. You can also get child benefit if you foster a child, as long as the local council is not paying anything towards their accommodation or maintenance. And for adoption, you can also apply for child benefit as long as any child you're adopting comes to live with you. You do not have to wait until the adoption process is complete. You might be able to get child benefit for a period before the adoption, but you can contact the child benefit office to find out. You may be able to get child benefit if you've got an informal arrangement to look after a friend or a relative's child, but you might not qualify if your local council is paying towards the child's accommodation or maintenance. Again, contact the Child Benefit Office to find out more information. Two people cannot get child benefit for the same child. If you want to make a claim, you must agree it with the person who's currently claiming. HMRC will then decide who receives the child benefit if you cannot agree. You could also be entitled to guardian's allowance if you're responsible for a child who has lost one or both of their parents. And you may be able to get child benefit if you go to live in certain countries or if you're a Crown servant. You can also get it if you've moved to the UK and have a right to reside. But you'll stop receiving child benefit immediately if your child starts paid work for 24 hours or more a week and is no longer in approved education or training, or starts an apprenticeship in England. You'll also stop getting it if they start getting certain benefits in their own right, such as income support, employment and support allowance, or tax credits. You can claim child benefit as soon as you've registered the birth of your child or they come to live with you, but it can take up to 16 weeks to process a new child benefit claimant, or longer if you're new to the UK, and it can be backdated for up to 3 months. Because only one person can get child benefit for a child, you need to decide whether it's better for you or your partner to claim. The person who claims will get the national insurance credit towards their state pension, as I previously said, if you're not working or earn less than £190 per week. If you're making a claim for the first time, you need to fill in a child benefit claimant form, CH2, and send it to the child benefit office. The address for this is on the form. You can apply for child benefit before registering the birth if you cannot get an appointment with a registry office before your child is 3 months old. If your child is adopted, you must send their original adoption certificate with the form. You can order a new adoption certificate if you've lost the original. If you do not have the adoption certificate you need, send your claim form now and send the certificate once you've got it. If your child's birth was registered outside the UK, when you send your claim form, you must also include your child's original birth certificate. If you've lost the original, again, you can order a new one, and also passport or travel document used to enter the UK. Your child's documents will usually be returned within 4 weeks. To add a child to an existing claim, you can simply call the Child Benefit Helpline if all of the following apply. If your child is under the age of 6 months old and lives with you, if your child was born in the UK, if your child's birth was registered in England, Scotland or Wales more than 24 hours ago, if you're a UK or Irish national and you've lived in the UK since the start of your claim. When you call the Child Benefit Office, you'll need your national insurance number and your child's birth certificate if you registered the birth. The Child Benefit Helpline numbers are as follows. The telephone number of 0300 200 3100. For Welsh language, it's 0300 200 1900. Text phone number of 0300 200 3103. And if you're outside the UK, it's +44 161 210 3086. And they're open Monday to Friday, 8 AM to 6 PM. If you do not meet the criteria to add a child by phone, you'll need to make a new claim by post. So again, you'll need to fill in the Child Benefit Form CH2 and send it off to the Child Benefit Office, the address of which is on the form. If you're claiming for more than 2 children, also include the Additional Children form. You must report any changes of circumstances to the Child Benefit Office. These include changes to your family life, for example, getting married, to your child's life, for example, leaving education or training. Contact the Child Benefit Office on the numbers above if you want someone else to claim child benefit, for example, your spouse or partner. After you've done this, you must tell the other person to make a new claim. You can choose to stop or restart your payments at any time, for example, because you or your partner earn over £50,000 a year. It does not affect your eligibility. I hope that's been helpful, guys, and I'll see you next month.